So, if you wanted to launch a global movement today, you'd probably, head straight for Silicon Valley or maybe Wall Street.
Oh, for sure, or major capital.
Right. But, 2,000 years ago, the most successful startup in history deliberately avoided the headquarters. So welcome to today's deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today we are unpacking a recorded message from Pastor Hu Zikang, dated March 28, 2026. And the mission for you today is to look at a 2,000-year-old geographical choice that, it perfectly maps onto modern digital strategy.
Yeah, and understanding this blueprint might just completely reframe how you use your own skills today. It's fascinating because we usually just assume that proximity to power automatically equals influence.
Exactly, like you have to be at the center of things.
Right, but history obviously shows that the ultimate strategic advantage actually lies, on the margins.
Think about where Jesus started his ministry. He completely bypassed Jerusalem, which was the political and religious epicenter, and went straight to the rural northern region of Galilee.
Which, from a strategic standpoint, is just wild.
I know. The source notes this fulfilled an 800-year-old prophecy from Isaiah, but even stepping back from the theology, the geography is so intentional. Why Galilee specifically?
Well, the historian Josephus actually wrote about this. He pointed out that Galileans were incredibly open to change and innovation, and there's a very practical reason for it. Galilee was a crossroads for trade routes.
Oh, right, so they were constantly exposed to different cultures.
Exactly. Plus, and this is crucial, they were physically far removed from the temple authorities down in Judea.
They weren't being watched as closely.
Right. They weren't suffocated by the rigid, exclusive traditions of the religious elite. That physical distance created this culture of open-mindedness, which made them the ideal audience for a message meant for everyone.
I mean, Galilee was basically the startup incubator of its day.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Because if you have a highly disruptive idea, you don't pitch it to the old guard whose entire existence depends on, maintaining the status quo.
Definitely not.
You take it to a test market where people actually have the freedom to think differently.
And that same mechanism like distance from the center creating freedom, it shows up perfectly in a modern context, too. In the recording, Pastor Hu shares his own unexpected career path to illustrate this exact point.
The parallel here is really striking.
It really is. So, right out of seminary in 1991, he was assigned to the Beipu Church, which is in rural Hualien, Taiwan.
Okay.
And he actually ended up staying there for 35 years.
Wait, 35 years? I mean, I get the historical parallel, but let's be real for a second. Spending over 3 decades at a tiny, fringe, rural church, you'd naturally assume that would severely limit your reach.
Oh, 100%.
Like in the modern era, being that far from the action usually just means career stagnation. How does someone not just fade into total obscurity out there?
Well, it all comes down to how you use the isolation. Because he was so far from the main administrative hub, he wasn't, dragged into endless committee meetings.
Or the politics of climbing some corporate ladder.
Exactly. That lack of oversight and the lower stakes of a rural setting gave him something incredibly rare, which is uninterrupted focus.
Oh, wow. So the isolation actually removed the friction.
Yeah. He used that quiet fringe space to leverage modern technology, eventually producing over 7,000 free, multilingual digital programs.
Wait, 7,000? That is insane!
I know, right? Across audio programs and YouTube channels, he built this massive global audience from a place most people would consider a total career dead end. Geography just completely stopped being a limit on his reach.
That is such a powerful shift in perspective. It really makes you look at your own career differently.
It really does.
Because the source asks how you, meaning you, the listener, how you can use your specific gifts today. Whether your background is in tech, business, literature, or the arts.
Right.
How can you serve and connect with others, sharing value freely without a profit motive? Maybe it's time to stop trying to force your way into the corporate headquarters and start looking for your own Galilee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which actually leaves you with something really fascinating to ponder.
Okay.
If the most expansive history-altering movement started in an overlooked non-traditional province, precisely because those people were open to change, what fringe or overlooked area in your own industry might actually be the birthplace of your next big breakthrough?